This message comes from Greenlight. Ready to start talking to your kids about financial literacy? Meet Greenlight, the debit card and money app that teaches kids and teens how to earn, save, spend wisely, and invest with your guardrails in place. With Greenlight, you can send money to kids quickly, set up chores, automate allowance, and keep an eye on your kids' spending with real-time notifications. Join millions of parents and kids building healthy financial habits together on Greenlight. Get started risk-free at greenlight.com/Wondery.
This is a mini meditation guided by Bombas. Repeat after me. I'm comfy. I'm cozy. I have 0 blisters on my toes. And that's because I wear Bombas, the softest socks, underwear, and t-shirts that give back. One purchased equals one donated. Now go to bombas.com/Wondery and use code WONDERY for 20% off your first purchase. That's BOMBAS.com/Wondery and use code WONDERY at checkout.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. I don't know if you knew this, but anyone can get the same premium wireless for $15 a month plan that I've been enjoying. It's not just for celebrities. So do like I did and have one of your assistants switch you to Mint Mobile today. I'm told it's super easy to do at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.
Hey everyone, this is Alice and Brett. We are here with some exciting news and we thought we would share it with you today. Brett, you know, what I've been thinking about is how we have nothing to do these days. We don't have full-time jobs prosecuting. We don't have a wonderful podcast with a very demanding schedule to put out an episode a week, and we don't have small children to raise. So I thought, with all this free time, what should we do?
I think we should do another podcast. I mean, what else are we going to do with all our free time?
Why not, right? When it rains, it pours. Guys, this is our announcement. We are so excited to let you know. This has been in the works for just a little bit of time, but we've listened to what you have been asking us to do, which is to give you more of our kind of off-the-cuff reactions to what's happening in the news on legal cases and kind of more in-depth dives into legal topics that we have touched upon in our podcast and give you a new show.
We're really hoping that we can address a lot of those questions you guys ask when things don't really fit the standard format of our podcast. They don't really work for a whole episode. So some examples: when there's an update in the Delphi case, or when there's an arrest in a big true crime case, or the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp case, a case that we're probably not going to spend a whole episode on, but where you've asked us questions about what's going on, how does the law affect what's happening, what is really even at issue, those kind of things. And to throw in some more of the legal education, the continuing legal education for all of you who are lawyers, about the questions you ask us about how cross-examination works and the rules of evidence. A lot of the things that just don't fit in the format of our current podcast. Now, one thing that's not going to change, we are still going to put out an episode of The Prosecutors every single week. We're going to do the same level of research we've done up to this point. And even if we talk about a case on our new show, it doesn't mean that we won't cover it later on. But this will give us the ability to comment in more real time about what's going on in the world of true crime.
Yeah, in some ways I'm thinking about this like our episodes, as you know, are already pretty long and we try to discuss things as in-depth as possible, but sometimes there's just footnotes where you want to take a tangent and dive more into 404B, rules of evidence, for example, or, you know, how you select a jury or sorts of investigative steps that you may have questions about and why those investigative steps are taken. We hope that these types of episodes can allow us to really expound upon those questions, explore it deeper without detracting from, you know, the main story we're telling in the podcast.
And we're going to learn as we go, and we're going to work on this as we go. So we'll just let it ride and see what happens. And the way it's going to work is The Prosecutors will still come out every Tuesday. Episodes of our new podcast, which we're calling The Prosecutors Legal Briefs, will come out on Friday. And we're thinking 30 minutes or so a little bit shorter than our main podcast. we are going to do our very best to make this a weekly show that we put out for you guys every single week. Obviously, this is a little bit of a crazy thing for us to do because, as Alice noted at the beginning, we got a lot going on. But we're going to try and do it, and we're going to try and give you guys the same quality that we put into our main podcast.
So thank you for joining us for the Prosecutors podcast ride. Please continue to be with us, and we look forward to learning about this, the format of this next podcast with you. And as always, we love your comments and we love your constructive criticism. So as always, please feel free to write to us and to let us know what you'd like to hear about.
Absolutely. If there are subjects you want us to cover, we want to know. You can use prosecutorspod@gmail.com to reach out to us. All that stuff is still going to work for the podcast. But when we release the podcast, and we're thinking that will be coming out soon, watch for a date on our social media. It will be on a separate feed, so you will need to subscribe to a second feed to hear the Prosecutors' legal briefs. We're so excited to do it. Thank you guys so much for all the support you've given the podcast and really allowing us to come into your homes every week and hopefully now twice a week.